To take a live picture of the ongoing protest that started hours ago at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. We spoke with some of those drivers earlier today about their concerns.
I was here at the airport, Atlanta International, busiest airport in the world, in the States, and I got a ride last night for $7.67 for a 32-minute ride. How was that possible? That doesn't make sense.
Well, Lyft just released a statement to use saying in part, quote, Lyft takes the concerns of drivers very seriously and are regularly exploring ways to improve their experience on the platform. Last year, we introduced upfront pay in Georgia and across the country, which shows drivers ride information and what they'll earn before accepting a ride. We also provide drivers a weekly pay summary that shows the breakdown of earnings and the total amount riders paid. Now, we don't know how long these protesters are going to be out there, but it does follow similar protests happening at other cities across the country.